Hey, and welcome to the first episode of Picture Perfect with your host, Shawn Lee House. And just to start, I would like to tell you what Picture Perfect is about. This is about community, networking, being creative. So empower, network, and create. And so I'm you tapping into my resources of people that I've met, entrepreneurs, business owners, community folks, and just everyday people. And I'm going to interview them. And then I will unveil their new shiny picture that I took. So, hence the picture perfect. So, it's really not about perfection at all. It's about creating a perfect moment to empower, um, create, and network. So, welcome to the very first episode. I have somebody super special. I've known her for a couple of years now, and I've taken her pictures. Her name is Brittany Kimble. She is the owner of Studio Plush, and she is a mom, a wife, and a beauty professional and educator. So we're going to welcome Brittany to the show. Woohoo! Hey,
Yay!
girl.
Hey, girl.
Thank you for joining me on this lovely day. So
Thank you
I'm
for
going to allow
having
you to
me.
introduce yourself and tell some things about you. So take it away, Brittany.
I am, as Sean said, a wife and a mom, a salon owner, licensed cosmetologist, and an educator. And I do have a passion for spreading awareness and education within our beauty industry. A lot of people, you know, don't really think what we do is a real thing. And so I like to just educate, both in consumers as well as people wanting to get in the industry as well. So
Okay.
that's my passion.
So with that being said, so you said educate. What education are we doing? Tell us what you are educating folks on.
So right now I am a certified national educator for a very popular eyelash extension company.
Okay.
And I really love this company. They were actually the first eyelash extension company in the industry, and they kind of rolled out the carpet for like all the other companies to start something. So that just makes me feel really, you know, cool. But I think like learning through that, I also just I never wanted to be an educator for like someone brand new, like learning how to
Okay.
do things. And then I started kind of seeing like the way the industry was just going with customer service or the lack thereof. And I was like, I want to do my part in like helping, but I can't really dedicate like being in a school or hair school,
Okay.
anything like that. So I started taking apprenticeships, and so that is my goal. I really would like to have a team at the salon where we apprentice certain beauty students, but people who really are going to work for it and almost treat it like a scholarship program.
Oh,
Because
nice.
they would be working at the salon, but then also earning their license
Okay.
to practice. So we would prepare them and everything. But of course, with things like that, it comes like some getting prepared and having a blueprint down so that way I'm not just winging it. Because the first time I did it, I was kind of just winging it and making sure I'm following rules and all this stuff. But this
Yeah.
time I'm getting a more like a system in place so that
You're
way
kind of making it your own, right? Because like I
yes,
feel like when you start something new, you have to make it your own
yeah,
and give it your own little flair in order for it to flow properly.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah.
we can ready to get started because I want to know what are your top five beauty must haves? Like, what do you have to have?
I have to have water.
Oh, okay. I was
Alkaline. I have to alkaline,
okay.
baby.
I
Okay.
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, water. We need that in all areas of life. Water. Top five. Okay, I'll just group it. Water, skincare.
Okay.
Um, for me, I need a good lip. That's the third one. And I kind of go back and forth because I have like a go-to lip gloss that I like to use, but then I also have like it has to be like a poppin' pink or a poppin' red or something for just those days.
Yes, 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 yes. I know what you're
Um,
talking about.
yes, brows is
Okay.
another thing, and then I feel like lashes.
Really? So lashes
Yes,
or mascara? Because I
both.
okay,
Whatever makes your lashes pop.
okay, okay, okay.
Because like, yeah, I feel like there are times where I don't have makeup on, but if I put on like a little mascara or my brows, are looking
Mhm.
good, and then I pop some lipstick on, they're like, "Oh, Brittany, I love your makeup." And it's like, okay, and I'm not wearing any makeup,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
like taking care of like my skin, just everyday essentials like that kind of like helps. And then a lot of our industry are incorporating like skincare in with color. So, you
When you say color, what do you mean skincare with color?
like BB creams and
Oh, yes, yes,
tinted
yes.
moisturizers
Because
and
I use that on a daily basis, a tinted moisturizer. That's what I use on, like, a
yes.
daily basis is a tinted moisturizer, and I
Yes, and it just helps to like even everything out. And yeah, so those would have to be, because I feel like I could have my lashes looking nice without like makeup on my
mhm.
face,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like I could ever just have. Once I start having makeup on, I need a little blush, a little contour, because it's
Mhm.
just flat. Like our face naturally has highs and lows, and
Yeah.
we naturally have highlights and contours in our skin.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
those
I'm with
those would
all
be my
that.
five. Those would be my five.
Okay, I mean, I can see all of that. I guess I was kinda a little stunned by water, but that makes so much sense, but yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yes, girl.
yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. So we're gonna move right along to the questions, and, first of all, before we get started, do you wanna provide your social media handle just to kinda put that out there so people can start following you and look you up and website? Just go ahead and plug that on in there right now.
Yes, everything is my Studio Plush. So Instagram is at my Studio Plush. That's PLUSH. Facebook is facebook.com/my Studio Plush. And our website is www.mystudioplush.com.
Woohoo! Okay, 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 okay. So I got 5 questions for you, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna jump in and just answer them. Don't get to thinking too much. Just kinda go with the flow, answer them, and we'll go from there. So the first one, what does beauty mean to you?
It the okay, beauty to me, it honestly just means like something that person has. It's I think it's a self thing. I don't think
Mm.
there's like a standard of what beauty is. I think that's what I love about being in the beauty industry is helping people find their own beauty, because what you exude is what you attract. So
Ooh, I like that.
if you feel like, oh, I hope nobody sees this zit, or I hope if you exude like just not feeling comfortable in yourself, people are gonna look and be like, what's wrong with her? But if you feel like, oh, I feel so good, and whatever, people are like, oh my gosh, you're just so, I just love your energy, you're so beautiful, I love this, I love that, and you attract more of that. And so I think it's an inner thing. I think it's what you feel, and that comes on the outside. And that's what I love, is like helping people find what they like about themselves, and then like we focus on that, and then it transforms, and they're like, oh, okay, and then they find more reasons to love and like their beauty.
I absolutely love that because I feel like beauty is self It's inner beauty. I'll say beauty is inner beauty,
Yes.
and so it's like from your personality to who you are to the things that you say and how do you look, but I feel most beautiful when I know that I'm confident. Like,
Yeah.
when I know that I am confident, like this morning, I was nervous, girl. I was so nervous about this, and I was like, what is this about to look like? What are we doing? But then it's just
Right.
like I got centered and I was just like, girl, it's Brittany. You
Yeah.
know her. So that took some of the like, you know her,
Yes.
so it was like I was relaxed, but I felt beautiful just before I was putting on the makeup, but then I
Yeah.
started with my lashes, and my eyebrows, and I was like, "Ooh, okay, you got them right, girl." And so
Right.
then every time I was finishing a part of my face, I was getting more confident. I was like, "I got this. I got this."
Yeah,
So I get it. It's within. It's definitely within.
it is.
So the next question, do you believe that social media has helped or hurt the beauty industry?
It has its highs and lows. I think it depends on your perspective. I think a lot of it has hurt the industry because of, like body shaming or just
Mm.
shaming someone. It could be someone that feels great about themselves and they want to put something on, but then you have, or somebody wants to make a TikTok or something, and then you have the trolls in the comments that
Oh,
want to,
girl, don't get me
say
started.
like, "Oh, you look like da 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 da," and then now you going viral, but it ain't how
In
you
a good
wanted to go
way.
viral.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like it's hurt for things like that, and then also like all the filters, like like people. I mean, the
Don't
filters
get
are
me started.
fun,
They are
the
fun.
filters are fun, but it's just like, okay, I don't know, like all the generated stuff that's coming out, it's just like, but don't skip your skincare, or don't skip, you know what I mean? Like them filters are gonna
Yes.
be there in person when I see you at the coffee shop, boo. Like,
Yeah. I,
keep
yeah, I agree.
doing the things to take care of yourself. But there's like lots of trends being exposed, and I think the reach of social media is helping to expand knowledge of things that people have done, or certain tips, or things where people are talking about like gut health and how it affects like your skin and your mood and
And that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that because I guess I'm not dating myself, but whatever. Social media was not popping, when I was, but now it
yep.
is popping. And what I've noticed that I have been loving is instructional videos talking about different beauty things like lashes, how to clean them, like what
Yeah.
happens when you don't clean your lashes properly, or
Yeah.
the skincare, whether I saw something about whether you use a rag or your hands to wash your face, because I never use a rag. I don't put a rag on my face because I feel like that's a little too harsh. But
Depends on the right one. I use makeup.
okay.
I use the big makeup erasers.
Oh,
Yeah, so I normally because it has like an exfoliation side and then like the softer side, but they're all soft. It's microfiber,
oh,
material,
okay,
really
okay,
soft. It's for your face.
okay.
But you take all the makeup off first with the towel so that way you don't waste all your skincare products. And then you cleanse your
That's so
face. And then
smart.
on the opposite side, I use that to like wipe,
You
my
have to
face.
send me the link to that because
Yeah.
that's interesting. So it looks
We
like a
have some
tap.
on our website.
Okay, okay, true. Okay. But that's what I'm saying, like those things, because I never use like a regular rag. Like I'm not using
Mm-mm.
a rag. I'll just use my hands. I'll do my makeup wipes to wipe the makeup off, and I have to use like 3 of those just to get it off.
Mm-hmm.
Get it off, and then my skin care routine and everything. But that's the one thing, the one positive thing that I have absolutely love about social media in the beauty industry is learning new things, like, because there's
Yes.
dermatologists that are on there's doctors that are on there, and I feel
Yes.
like that has been a real treat for me to just
Mhm.
learn some things, but then, like
Yeah.
you said, there's that other side of it, there's not so much.
I know. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the recipes and
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
like when you go to a different city and then you're looking, at hashtags and stuff,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, this place, let's go
Yeah.
here." My husband, that's like his itinerary guide is looking on social media at the hashtags. Like, okay, when we
That is
go
so
here, we're
smart.
gonna do this. Yeah, he does that all the time. He's like, okay, these are the places we're gonna go, and
That is so
then this is
smart.
around. So he
Okay.
looks at all of that. Like, I think that's really smart. But yeah, girl, I like it's like the new Ask Jeeves. Remember that?
Oh my
especially like
goodness.
TikTok. I feel like
Oh my
TikTok is the new
goodness.
Ask
Yeah.
Jeeves.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
So
type
that's what I'm
anything.
saying. There's some goods and some positive, but there is some negatives. Now, is there a trend now, a beauty trend out there that you just absolutely are just like, absolutely not? Whether it's hair, makeup, skin, is there something that you're just like, absolutely not?
I saw something weird with somebody adding they added like gorilla glue to liquid liner so that way their lashes would stay on longer. And I was like, please don't do that. There's a lot of things that I'm seeing, like trends and stuff that are just like unsanitary and
But
not
that's
the
dangerous. Like
it
that's
is dangerous because you could block like your like meibomian glands where your lashes are growing out of, and that's where you can cause like a sty or
Mhm.
infection or inflammation on your eye because it's blocked because that stuff is there that's not supposed to be over your skin like that.
And it's gorilla glue. So it's a
Yeah, it's
glue
not
meant for your
dermatologist or
eyelashes.
ophthalmologist tested.
Listen. Okay. So the one that I'm seeing that I think is the craziest thing that I ever did see, women getting tattooed freckles.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a bad thing, but and then it's like it's
I
permanent though. And I feel bad for the people that have genuine freckles that were made fun of in school. And it's like, oh, now y'all want to.
and it's like I love freckles. Like my
Me
aunt has
too.
freckles and I love freckles. I
Mm-hmm.
saw this woman, and so I'm fair skinned. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't stop like little bit of freckles. She went all the way up here, and then so since it's a tattoo, that's got a scab, that's got to heal, and then it's just sitting there on your face.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that
Yeah.
is a horrible trend.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not
horrible.
a fan of that one. I haven't heard very much anymore about them because I feel like maybe 2022 is when it was kind of had its peak or something, and then it seemed like it's dying out. I don't know. Is it still people? It's still popping like that?
I saw a whole slide of women that had just got these things, and I think that's crazy
Wow.
to me. I
Yeah,
would never.
they have the tattoo freckles and stuff too. I saw, and I'm like, y'all go right on the head with that, and I'm cool. Because
Yeah, I'm cool on that.
I'm developing my little freckles that the women in my family get, the little
Mhm.
freckles, and then you have some little moles that come up and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is so cute. Like, I love
'Cause it's natural,
it's
and it's
natural,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh my gosh, like
yeah.
this is different, and like, oh, I got this like my mommy or my grandma, and
Oh, and see, and that's what I love. I love just natural stuff like that. Additions, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that.
yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of like a follow-up to the question that I just asked. What are some of the important things happening in the beauty industry? Like the most important things like people should be aware of that is happening in the beauty industry.
So the most important thing right now that I feel is very important is regulations and deregulations in certain states. So right now, the state
Okay.
of Georgia, they are trying to pass a bill to deregulate cosmetology, barber. I'm not sure if it's aesthetics as well,
Mhm,
but so what this means is when you are um, when you are a licensed cosmetologist, esthetician,
mhm.
or barber, it is a regulated practice, meaning you have to go to school for it and
Yeah.
learn how to do these things. And also, you're learning the hygiene practices of safety and sanitation so that way you don't spread infectious diseases or cross contaminate this from this or whatever to one person from one person to another. Um, and what you have to do is after you go to school all this time, you don't just get the license. You have to test in the state,
As you should.
in the state capital to show that I did everything correctly to show that I can now practice on the public. So what they're trying to do, so that is a regulated practice,
Right.
right?
Okay. So they're trying to.
So they're trying to deregulate, meaning that anybody off the street is just going to be able to do X, Y, and Z,
Oh,
do
absolutely,
hair,
absolutely not.
in any all that stuff, cosmetology, barber, aesthetics, whatever. And it's trying to find its way around. So it's kind of up and down from state to state right now, because there are some states that are regulating certain practices. There are some states that are deregulating certain niche practices, and there are some states that are trying to deregulate just the whole thing. But let me tell you this: if someone has a virus such as HIV, AIDS, something that sticks with you that doesn't leave, and they get a cut or something on a razor from getting nicked or something from the barber, or that nick they lay back in a shampoo bowl and all that stuff, and then they're in a deregulated state where they do not have to
Mm.
follow this and that, and then the next person gets cut with that same blade or leans back in that shampoo bowl, and now you have cross contamination because this person does not have the know-how of understanding how to conduct themselves with proper safety and sanitation practices. That is why that is in place, so that way we are not spreading infectious diseases from one person to another, and we can practice safely with normal things, and people can still get beautified services without
So
the
I'm
risk.
just curious. So what would be the benefit of deregulation? Like what would be the benefit of that?
You got
Is
me,
there a benefit
because
of
I'm
that?
I'm on some like, hey, for those who sitting up there talking about deregulate, y'all go on ahead and get waxed in a dirty room with the same stick that they've been using on everybody else. Y'all go right on ahead
Girl, I
and
don't
go and
listen.
get the same razor put on you as Johnny Lou down the street or whatever. Like, you go ahead and you do that, and you run it back and tell me how you feel about that. And if
Yeah,
you
I
start
think
getting,
that is
it's
horrible.
even, that's just an extreme, but like you can easily get ringworms, staph infections. You can get all
Mm.
types of,
You
you know.
like I'm just thinking and I'm just thinking like I will want no parts of that. Like, I don't want no parts of that. Like no, no, thank you.
So what I'm doing is, because I can only do so much to spread knowledge to other
Yeah.
professionals that are already in the industry and that have been, for us to spread the word. But my thing is kind of jumping ahead and spreading awareness to consumers. So letting people know this is what you look for, because that doesn't mean that they won't have licenses anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll completely do away with the licenses, or maybe just make it to where you can't get in trouble if you don't have a license, or get
Oh
fined if you
yeah.
don't. So
I
I
need
don't know
somebody
how
to
they're
have a
doing it.
license to work
But
on
my
me.
thing is, I'm more advocating, talking to consumers of, this is what you look for when you go into an establishment, because everybody, AI, all this stuff, everybody's popping right now. Everybody looks so, I want to go here because it looks so da, 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 da. And you have
Mhm.
no idea that you have someone who's not licensed working on you, and then you wondering why your eyes itching so much after you get your
Mhm.
lashes done, or why you getting bumps around your legs when you get a sugar waxing or a Brazilian wax, or whatever. And it's like,
Yeah.
these are the things you need to look for. These are your rights. This is how you can research this person to make sure that they're licensed. This is what you do if you
That's
want to
smart.
report them, or whatever. Like, just advocating for consumers, because it's public safety. That is what all this is for. So
Absolutely.
that's my goal and my passion right now, as far as the education part of it, is just talking to people about that. So
Well, I say thank you for your service on that because honestly, I feel like you are so right. Like everything is popping. Like that's the one thing that I struggle with having a teenager. Okay. They let their friends do their hair. They let their friends
mhm,
do their lashes. They let their friends do things. And these girls are not licensed. Let's just face it.
yeah,
It's just
they just know how to do
teenagers.
it, or they
Yeah.
saw YouTube or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
And so I try to explain to her the best way that I can that that is not the best way. It's fun maybe, but at the same time, it's one of those things that I want her to understand you want to go to a professional to
Mm-hmm.
get it. For one, you want it to be done right. For one, you want them to have a license in case something does happen. Um, but I struggle with that with the teen market because they do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
The way they glued the wigs down from all the stuff that they do. The baby hairs that are like finger waves on their heads, and they're not realizing that that's causing all that gunkiness
Yeah.
up top. Um, so yeah, I appreciate that you are educating, and I feel like there should be some kind of education class or something or video that you do that's
Mm-hmm.
geared towards teens and young adults to let them know, especially the lash trend. Like the lash trend
Yeah.
is bananas. But I sent Jasmine a video one time of a person that didn't take care of them and they had all this gook and stuff. And it's like, you could take your eyelashes out. Like you could
Mm-hmm.
not have lashes. And
Yeah.
so, yeah. So I appreciate
I've seen
educating.
as a trainer, um, I've seen some crazy things like from other trainers, and like
Mhm,
we're all over. I'm a trainer in America, so we nationally
mhm.
train here, but there's like it's a global brand, and so we see stuff from all over. And one trainer shared some photos of a person that came in to get their lashes removed because they had went to someone else just the day before. Now the
Mhm,
design actually looked really nice, but
mhm.
when you look closer, their eyes were so inflamed, like their eyelids were so inflamed. The person that put the lashes on used super glue to put
Um,
the individual extensions on. And that's the thing when people are like, oh, I didn't know it cost this much for eyelash extensions or this and that. Like they're used to going to somewhere that's like, oh, we can do eyelash extensions for $25 or we can do this
I
for,
would never.
$75 for a full set. And I'm like, that don't sound right because this when you're doing it right, it takes some time.
I
And
know it takes I one of my girlfriends, she would get her lashes done, professionally done, and I feel like it took her like every bit of 2 hours,
yeah, maybe for
depending
like the
on
first set or
the
something.
individual,
Yeah.
yeah, like the individuals, like, for
Yes,
her
yeah.
first time, and
But
I
it
was
can
like,
take
"Oh."
some time. Like your going for your weekly fills can take anywhere from like it can take anywhere from 1 to 2 hours depending on what you have done,
Yeah.
or and who you go to and their skill level and everything. And then like the full set can take anywhere from 2 to 4 hours depending on what you're getting done. Yeah.
Mm,
So
yeah.
when it's
Let me
done
fix
right,
my mascara, honey. My
when it
mascara
is done right.
popping. But I think it's beautiful. Like I'll get lashes if I'm doing a photo shoot or some pictures, or if I'm having doing something special, I'll do the lashes. I'll do the lashes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
Oh,
fun.
they are fun. They make me, I like my mascara, but they make you feel like a little extra pop, like
Yes.
pow pow. I like that. So last question. What's your best hair, skin, or makeup advice?
Um, my best hair, skin, makeup advice always is taking care of yourself on the inside, making sure you are staying hydrated and taking the vitamins and supplements that's right for you. We can do a lot topically, yes, but if the inside is not right, then it's easily disagreeable with whatever you put on your face or on your eyes, on your hair. Um, I've been a licensed cosmetologist since 2012.
Hey, girl.
And I've seen so many differences with like hair, and if someone has changed medications, I can tell with their like when I'm
Scalp.
shampooing their hair, going through their
Mhm.
hair. I can see when there's like thyroidism issues, and when
Oh.
there's like heart medication, stress, where these points are in the hair, and how the hair breaks off. I can tell somebody just cut their hair accidentally from taking out crochets or something, versus if the hair has been burned out or if it's breaking
Mm.
off or whatever. So I can look, and then it's always something from the inside. So you can what was the TLC? You can buy a hair if it won't
To-
grow. You can get
yeah,
nose if it says so. And you can buy all the makeup, all these things, but if you don't take care of you, it's pretty much all in vain. And I think that's why people think, oh, it's just vanity, whatever. But as beauty professionals, we're oftentimes sometimes the first people that can see when something is not right with someone.
that is true.
I've
That's
had two
true.
clients before that looked at their, I'm doing their hair and I'm like, is everything okay? You've been drinking your water? Like something seems a little off with your hair. And one of them, we were able to combat alopecia because she had a balding spot here. And instead of me just going, oh, I'm just going to put some curls in and not tell her like some people do, I told her, and they were able to stop it from spreading, and it was due to after she had like her, I think, second or third baby or something.
Oh
Another
wow.
client, actually no, another two clients, when I talked to them about their hair, and I actually refused a couple of services. I said, at this point, I feel like it's something you need to see um, your primary care physician about. I'm not going to do any more chemical treatments on your hair other than deep conditionings and scalp treatments. And then, please let me know when you're clear or whatever, because I don't want you spending money on something that you think is going to fix your hair. And I'm telling you, I think it's something on the inside that you need to see your doctor about. So one of them, she had a thyroid, and I think thyroid and blood pressure
Oh
situation that
wow.
she had to get situated, and the other one ended up having cancer. She did survive,
What?
but
That is,
these things that you can see, and you have to keep open communication and talk to your clients and know, like, okay, I know what I'm looking at, and this ain't just from you not drinking water. Like, I think
yeah.
you need to see the doctor, set up an appointment, and get.
And that's also because you are a licensed trained professional too. I mean, because
Yeah,
somebody that's not is deregulated, I'm just giving an
right.
example, would not know how to see that. And
What to
I'm
look
pretty,
for?
yeah,
Yeah,
what
look
to look
for.
for. So with you saying that, I know you said the inside, there's this thing that I keep seeing everywhere, collagen. Like it's like
Yes.
a collagen shot or something. It's just
Mhm.
at various different places. But can you tell me how taking a collagen supplement or drinking a shot or whatever helps?
So when it comes to beauty, so we actually do also carry collagen shots with marine collagen.
Okay.
Marine collagen, there's like hundreds of types of collagens and
Okay.
all this stuff or whatever. So the marine collagen, that is from fish fish scale or fish or some of some sort. It's something that you can continue to get
Okay.
pretty frequently. But that type of collagen, marine collagen, is actually meant for hair, skin, and nails. For
Okay.
making sure that you have hydrated, balanced skin.
Okay.
The skin has to be feeling good because that's the foundation of everything. Like our scalp is our skin. If our scalp feels good, works good, then the hair that grows out of it grows out better because it's from better soil, right?
Okay.
There's other collagens though. I can't remember like all of them, but there's so
Mhm.
many other collagens. Collagen also actually helps heart health. It helps with blood circulation as well as joints
Okay.
and things like that. The marine collagen, it's not so much in that field, so it's more beauty. But if you look, just research collagen, and whoever's selling the collagen, you're okay to just ask like, oh, can I see what kind of collagen is in here, so I know what it is and not just what the package is telling me. I'm one of those people, I like to actually look at the
Yeah.
ingredients, and I will research each ingredient, like the first four ingredients is what's the most potent. And if you research those, then okay, I know what I'm getting myself into. As opposed to like, oh, it helps with shiny, silky, growing long hair. And then, it's like, oh, this collagen helps with shiny, thick, long, growing hair.
Okay, so with that, is it more of a preference from the liquid collagen versus like capsules? Like what would you, because I know
I
the
always
shots, I feel
recommend
like
liquid. if you
Liquid?
can take any vitamin at all that you can take, if it has a liquid form, I recommend doing liquid. If you because some liquid stuff, it can be nasty, like black seed oil liquid is
Mhm.
gross. And then sea moss by itself is nasty unless you find somebody that knows how to doctor it up or
Mhm.
whatever. But if you feel like you have to take a capsule, or if you have to take a pill, take a vegetable capsule that has
Okay.
where you can look through it and you can
You
shake and
see
look
it.
at
Yeah.
the, because the vegetable capsule, that's actually going to break down so that you get everything that's inside the capsule. The hard pills, I don't recommend, because you're not getting that full dose of that, is their body's not breaking that
Okay.
down properly. So anything liquid, any vitamin liquid that you can do, collagen is amazing.
Okay.
I love it. I
Okay,
love
because
it, love
I
it.
wanted to try some, and I was just like, I'm getting, I'm getting older, so I want to do stuff
Yes.
to, make
I'll give
sure
you
I
a
feel.
sample.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you a sample
Okay.
so you can try my collagen. It actually tastes really good.
Okay.
And then we just launched a new flavor. I think we have peach flavor now, but the other
Okay.
one still tastes really good. But yeah, I'll give you some samples, and you won't see a difference like from that one. But the
But at least I can
collagen,
taste it
at
and
least you can
kind
taste
of
it, see if
get
it's
used to.
something
Yeah.
that you can do, and then you can always incorporate them, like pour them in some apple juice, or whatever, if you
Okay.
feel like you can. But it is really good just to knock it out and get it done.
Okay, girl, listen. I'm gonna try it, girl, because I've been wanting to try it. So
Yes.
now we've asked the questions. We got our answers on the beauty stuff. Are you ready to see your images?
Yes. Okay, let me drink my water first.
So what's gonna happen now is I'm going to step myself off, okay?
Okay.
And then you'll be up, and then I am going to put it up for you to see. Okay?
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, look at me. Oh my gosh, my arms look so strong. Oh, I love that one. Oh my gosh. Ooh, yes, come on, popping lip and hair. Oh, I love this one. Oh my gosh. Yes, girl. Yes. You were giving some good direction,
Okay.
having me put my hair to the side.
Listen, so when I was going through your film, of course, you know how I am. I take a gazillion pictures. But when I was going through your film, I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah.
I love it.
So I wanted to explain what I was thinking when I pulled these images to share, because I think a lot of people, they just think, oh, we just click a button. But you know that when you and I have shot before, it's an experience. It's not just the, okay, I'm staging you.
Yes.
I'm making you smile, or we're talking about something. So this one said, like, to me, if I saw this, I'm like, okay, she's inviting, she's down to earth. She has on ripped jeans, her hair is
Mm,
cute, her makeup's cute. I would trust her with my hair and my makeup. Okay. Like,
yeah.
that is what I saw when I saw this one. And so this one, I was like, oh my goodness, this is a content photo, just fun, flirty. You have your blazer on, it's a neutral color. You still have the ripped
Yes.
jeans, and you have this gorgeous smile. So it's like, like girly girl. I just love it, love it, love
Yes.
it. And so then this one, who
Man,
doesn't love a good selfie?
I
Every
know.
woman loves a good selfie.
And that
So
volume.
and then it's like when you were getting messing with your hair and looking at yourself, I was like, this is gonna be a good picture, because you can use this also for content, for whatever,
Yes.
any social media post, you can use it for content. National Selfie Day, that is the thing. So
Yes.
just having some content photos.
I
And
love
then this
it.
one
I
was
love
like,
it.
I see this one is like you can do with music, or music that, because it's like you're enjoying yourself. And I think you was singing. Because when
I
you was
probably
over, I
was.
think we was singing, and so that one was another one, like a good content photo that you can put, especially like
I
on your
love
website, and then
this.
the classic laugh,
Yes.
which is
And it's so
always nice.
relaxed too.
Yes, and
Like,
that's how it should be. It should show your personality. It should always show your
yes.
personality when you take any type of branding photography. It should show your personality because it's who you are as your brand. And I think Studio Plush is an amazing brand. And when I go in there, I get all these vibes that I'm seeing that I captured. And
Yes.
it's just super gorgeous. So see,
Thank you.
yay, I'm so excited because I'm telling you, I was super nervous. I was like, well, she might like it, she might not,
I
but I feel
love
like she'll like it.
them. I
Yeah,
love them. And
yeah.
I am so proud of you. This is a super dope concept. Like, I've never heard of anything like this before. And yeah, this is just really dope. Like, I love that everything
Yay.
you do is with like pop, class, and pizzazz. Like,
Oh, girl,
that is
I
just
like that
you. Like,
pop, class, and pizzazz.
yes, it is. And this, like, the whole setup, this whole experience, like when you take photos, when you prepare, me for the photo session, like getting the boards together, like, oh, okay, we're looking at this and that. I'm just like, oh wow, like this is like
Oh,
really
thank you.
awesome.
You know what? It's so I'm just so it makes me feel good to hear you say that because sometimes I think like, do I be doing too much? But I feel like I want it to be an experience because I believe in
Yes.
customer service. Because when you said earlier that it seemed like customer service is a lost art, it truly is. So I want to make sure there's an email. I want to make sure you have a visual so you can see that how we're going to tell the story, what it's going to look like, the concept. That's just how I do things. And I think that's
Yes.
what makes me stand out against other people. Because it's gonna take some
Yes.
time because I want to do it right. I want it to look good.
It
I
is
don't want it
so
to look
appreciated.
cheesy.
It is so
Yeah.
appreciated. I see you and I appreciate it. And this is the
Yay.
I was not expecting all this. I was nervous too coming in because I was just like, I don't want to be talking too much or sounding crazy.
No,
But
you did absolutely well. You did great.
thank you. You did too. This is amazing.
Girl, listen. I was a hot mess early this morning and last night, but I said, you know what? It's Brittany. Her smile, because that's the one thing that I appreciate about you. You are always smiling, and your smile is infectious, and it makes me smile. And then we're smiling. We just smiling.
Yes.
So yeah. So thank you so much for being a guest.
Thank you for having
I
me.
Oh, you're so welcome. So before I go, I want you to give your final thoughts and then all of your social media and everything and your website again so that people can come follow you and check you out and get some liquid collagen. Maybe.
Yeah. So when you say final thoughts on the subjects we were talking about, or final thoughts of the whole?
Final thoughts on the subject of beauty. Like
Okay.
if you could give one statement or one thing that you could say to a consumer, because you're
Mhm.
wanting to educate consumers, what would you say to a consumer? Just one thing, one advice.
One piece of advice I would give is to make sure you do your research.
That's real
That I
good.
think that's above all is important. Look at websites, get a feeling of a person, look at their portfolio, look at their reviews,
That's important.
reviews.
Yes, that's important.
Word of mouth is very important, and it's still relevant today. So that's the biggest advice I would give is just please do your research. Um, but yeah, I'm so excited. This is just so amazing. I'm so happy we made it through. You all can find me and the team that I work with at www.mystudioplush.com. Our social media is also on there, but in case you forgot, it is at My Studio Plush on Instagram, and then facebook.com/My Studio Plush on Facebook as well. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm an open book, so we do, have consultations available as well to just look at your hair and scalp analysis, your skin, whatever it is, and to see if we're even a fit. I may not be a fit for you, but someone else in my space or even another place may be a better fit for you, and I'm not afraid to like share and to where I know you'll get a better experience. So yeah, reach out, whatever questions you
Oh
have.
my goodness. Girl, listen, I tell you, that is just super awesome. I'm just listen. Y'all go look her up, go follow her. Her salon is dope. She is dope. She is a beautiful spirit. And I am glad that you are my first guest. I
Me
designed it
too.
that way
Yeah.
because I wanted you to be my first guest. I was like, beauty is a big thing. And I think that you had some stuff that needed to be shared. And so I'm glad
Yes.
that you did that.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad that you are so welcome. And
Yes.
so this part of the segment, you can stay or you can go. But this part is Ask Shawn Lee. So some might, get a question and then we gonna answer it.
Okay.
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 So the question is a primer truly necessary for makeup application?
It depends. If you need your makeup to stay on all day, then yes. If you have textured skin and you want it to be more smooth,
Okay.
yes. Or if you're going to have layers of makeup, yes. But if you're just wearing BB cream, if you have that barely there makeup look, or foundation or something like that, and you're not using a whole lot, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a good question. When
Hmm.
someone, I was like, I'm gonna ask that question because I got
Yeah.
a beauty lady that's gonna be on here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask that question because I noticed that I don't need it when I wear the tinted moisturizer because it's a tinted
Hmm.
moisturizer. So it already, but if I'm wearing regular makeup, I definitely have to have a primer. If I don't have a
Yes.
primer, I look a hot mess. Because at the end of the day, it starts to do the whole what is it? The yeah,
Separating.
separating. Yeah.
Yeah, like I love a primer, just like smoothing everything out. And then everyone's different because me, I personally don't put primer all over my face. I put it in my T zone and then like I
Oh,
smooth it underneath my eyes.
okay.
But for someone, say for example, if someone that has like really big like smile lines or
Mhm.
something, like wherever you have like lines or areas of concern, you can focus primer in that area. And then another thing I like to do is I love getting setting mists, a setting misting spray. Like,
Okay. A
yeah,
setting misting spray, a setting
yeah,
so a misting spray.
a misting spray that's a setting spray. And I'll use
Okay.
that on to set my primer.
Oh, so before you put the makeup on?
Yes. So I put my primer on, like if
Girl,
I'm like doing it up, and for my clients too, when I do their makeup, I put primer on where needed, and then I set with the setting spray. But the mist, because the molecules are so small, they don't feel runny on the face where you got to keep patting
okay.
it in and stuff.
Okay.
It just really like gets on there and sets it. Then I just let it, then I fan and let it cool off or get ready to do their eyes or whatever. And then I start applying makeup. And then I use that misting spray like holy water, girl. I just be putting it out. Look, bless you, okay? Bless you. Like after I put the foundation, after I put the foundation, highlight, contour, or whatever
Okay.
on it, I spray again, let it set just a little bit. When I put setting powder on, I spray again. If I'm baking, I don't spray after that. I let it sit, but then I finish it up because it's so lightweight. And then it's making sure that that's staying like where it needs to be. Like, so
Okay. Imma
if
have to
you,
get the tea on the one that you prefer, because I
yeah,
need to listen, listen,
yeah,
I need to know all the makeup tips.
yes.
All the makeup tips.
Yeah, but that's the real. I don't because I don't use makeup every single day. But when I'm at work, I usually don't even use primer because I'm most of the time using BB cream.
Yeah, that's me. On a daily basis, I'm using the tinted moisturizer, so I don't bother with
Yeah.
it. But like today, I did do, I did what I need to do to make it look like this. So,
Yes.
but now I know another trick. So I just need to know what to get, and then I'm definitely gonna do the layering with the
Yes.
mist because I think that will help me a lot from when I have long days or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much. So it's a wrap. I'm gonna say goodbye to you now because I am done. I appreciate you coming onto the show and again being my first
Bravo.
guest. And so make sure that you like and subscribe to the Shawn Lee House TV on YouTube. Okay.
Okay, let me. I
Okay.
get my phone down.
Okay. And
Okay,
I
girl.
will, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted like a note on when this will air. So
Okay.
I'm so excited, girl. So
Congratulations, girl. This is dope.
thank you so much. And
Yes.
so if you know someone that could possibly be a great guest for the show, send them
Mm-hmm.
my way and I'll reach out to them because I need more guests. So that'll be great.
Yes. Well,
So
I gave you the one. She's amazing.
okay. Okay. But if you know
But
other
more, but I'll give you, but yeah, I'll send
yeah,
you more.
men or women, it doesn't have to be just women,
Yeah.
because I don't want
Okay.
you to think it's just all women,
Right.
but it could be, guys too.
Oh, I see you. I subscribed.
Yay! Okay, well, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you again for coming on, and I'll be chatting with you too.
Okay, boo boo.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, so that was the first episode of Picture Perfect. Um, I do believe that she loves her images, and I'm super happy about that. So, if you or someone you know would like to be a guest on Picture Perfect, the podcast, please hit me up at info@shawnleehouse.com if you want to send an email, or if you feel like you want to slide into my DMs, you can reach me at Shawnlee House TV on all social media platforms. So that's Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Yeah, TikTok. My Tik don't be talking that much, but I'm working on the TikTok. But yes, follow me and I'll put my information up here so you can see it. But visit the website www.shawnleehouse.com. The email. Yeah, I thank you guys. And we out.